Look around you. Really look. Pick a room, any room, an office, a family dinner, a social gathering. There are 10 people in that room. 9 of them are sleepwalking. They are reacting to every stimulus like a puppet on a string. They are desperate for validation, terrified of what people think, and enslaved by their own knee-jerk emotions. They think they are making choices, but they are not. They are merely following a script written by their biology, their insecurities, and the noise of society. They are the leaves blown by the wind. But there is one person, just one, who is not being moved. He is the anchor. He sees the chaos, but he does not join it. He hears the insults, but he doesn't feel the sting. He knows exactly what matters and what doesn't before anyone else has even processed the situation. He doesn't seek leverage over others. He seeks sovereignty over himself. He doesn't react to the storm. He is the eye of it. This person is the Stoic. And the terrifying truth is this: unless you actively learn to think like him, you will always be a victim of your own mind and a pawn in someone else's game. The great illusion of control. Most people go through their entire lives wondering why they work so hard but never feel at peace, why the loud, the incompetent, or the manipulative seem to win while good people are left behind. They tell themselves it's bad luck. They tell themselves the system is broken. They are lying to themselves to avoid the cold reality. They have been trained to be harmless. They have been trained to be victims of their own impressions. Stoicism is not about being unfeeling. It is the most practical tool for power in history. It wasn't written for ivory towers. It was forged in the fire of real-world struggle. Marcus Aurelius, the most powerful man on earth, used it to avoid being corrupted by absolute power. Epictetus, a slave who owned nothing, used it to become more free than his masters. They understood a fundamental law that 90% of people ignore at their own peril. If you allow your happiness to depend on things outside your command, you have already surrendered your freedom. This video is not about becoming a robot. It is about becoming a fortress. We are going to strip away the illusions of fairness and the emotional reactiveness that you use as a shield, because that shield is made of paper. By the end of this, you will walk into a room and you won't just see people. You will see patterns. You will see the dichotomy of control. And for the first time, you will be the one holding the rudder. The first law, the death of moral expectation. The first mistake that costs you your peace of mind is that you are living in a dream. You enter a negotiation, a relationship, or a conflict, and you operate based on how you think people should act. You think, if I am honest, they will be honest. This is the idealist's trap, and it is fatal. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "When you wake up in the morning, tell yourself, the people I deal with today will be meddling, ungrateful, arrogant, dishonest, jealous, and surly." He didn't say this to be a pessimist. He said it to be invincible. If you expect everyone to be kind, you are vulnerable. When someone acts selfishly, your good heart is wounded, and you lose your focus. The Stoic looks at reality naked. He respects human nature as he respects the nature of the ocean. He doesn't take the tide personally. He builds a boat. To outsmart 90% of people, you must stop wishing people were different. When someone betrays you, do not waste time asking, "How could they?" That is an emotional, useless question. Instead, ask, "Was their character within my control?" No. Is my response within my control? Yes. The moment you strip away your moral expectation of the world, you become invisible to their manipulation. The second law, weaponize the masterful pause. We live in the age of noise. Everyone is screaming, reacting, and desperate to be heard. Every word you speak is a potential leak of power. Most people are uncomfortable with silence. They feel the need to fill the air with justifications and defenses. Test this. The next time someone insults you or challenges you, do not respond. Wait. Count to 5. Look them in the eye. Watch what happens. They will panic. Their brain interprets your silence as total self-possession, which is the ultimate threat. The Stoic knows that the gap between stimulus and response is where your freedom lives. If you react instantly, you are a slave. If you pause, you are a master. This is the masterful pause. By refusing to engage on their level, you place yourself above them. You become the judge, and they become the defendant. You must learn to starve people of your reaction. If you bleed, they know where to cut next. If you are stone, they become terrified. The third law, the mask of social virtue, sympathia. If you become too cold or too detached, you become a target. People fear the silent man. To outsmart the 90%, you must move with sympathia, the understanding that we are all part of a larger whole. While the Machiavellian wears a mask of deceit, the Stoic wears a mask of utility. You don't perform to be liked, you perform to be effective. If a situation requires warmth to achieve a virtuous outcome, you provide it. If it requires firm leadership, you provide that. The 90% are slaves to their authentic moods. If they feel angry, they scream. The Stoic curates himself. He asks, "What version of me is required by reason right now?" This creates a barrier between the world's chaos and your true soul. If you show the world your true heart, they can break it. If you show them a mask of calculated virtue, they can only scratch the paint. The fourth law, your enemy is your greatest auditor. The 90% crumble under criticism. A negative comment ruins their week. They try to appease their enemies and make peace at the cost of their character. The Stoic knows that an enemy is the most honest mirror you will ever have. Your friends will lie to you to protect your feelings, but your enemy will search for your weakness like a starving dog. If you are lazy, they will exploit it. If you are insecure, they will trigger it. Instead of getting angry, thank them. They just gave you a free audit of your internal citadel. Every attack is an opportunity to strengthen a wall you didn't know was weak. Develop anti-fragility. When someone doubts you, do not argue. Let your results be the only argument they hear. The fifth law, the superpower of time perception. The modern world is addicted to the now. Same-day delivery, high-speed internet, and instant gratification have destroyed the human ability to perceive time. The 90% cannot see past next week. The Stoic plays the long game. He uses memento mori, the remembrance of death, to collapse the ego and expand his vision. When you project yourself forward 10 years and look back at today's problems, 99% of them vanish. While the 90% are scrambling for a quick buck or a momentary hit of dopamine, the Stoic is building a foundation. Patience is not passive. It is active warfare against your own impulses. It is the ability to work in the dark for 5 years so you can shine for 50. The ability to delay gratification is the single most accurate predictor of success. In a world of addicts, the man who can wait is king. The sixth law, rational self-interest, secure the citadel. We are taught that nice guys finish last. The nice guy is actually a coward. He gives because he's afraid of conflict, then feels resentful when he isn't rewarded. The Stoic rejects this. You cannot help anyone if you are weak. You must adopt rational self-interest. Secure your own mind, your own health, and your own mission first. No is a complete sentence. When you say yes to something you don't want to do, you are betraying your own time, the only resource you can never get back. Stop setting yourself on fire to keep other people warm. You are not a candle, you are a sun. You burn for your purpose and your gravity holds everything else together. The seventh law, emotional alchemy. The 90% are biological robots. Input, an insult, equals output, anger. They are slaves to their own chemistry. The Stoic breaks the circuit. He understands that emotions are just energy. They are neither good nor bad. Pain is high-octane fuel. Anger is nuclear energy. The average person wastes this energy by complaining or numbing it with distractions. The Stoic captures it. He takes that red-hot ball of frustration and channels it into his work, his training, or his discipline. This is emotional alchemy, turning lead into gold, turning suffering into strength. When you can no longer be manipulated by your own biology, you become untouchable. The sovereignty of the self. When you apply these laws, you do not become a monster. You become a quiet king. You walk into a room and you don't need to be the loudest voice. You don't need to prove anything. You know the game. You see the strings. You see the manipulator trying to flatter you, and you feel amusement, not charm. You see the chaos of the world, and you feel calm, not panic. This is what it means to outsmart 90% of people. It isn't about scoring higher on a test. It is about waking up from the trance. The door to the cage is open. You have walked out. Don't walk back in just because you miss the company of the herd. Keep walking into the deep. That is where the treasure is. If this opened your eyes, understand that the shallow world only sees the surface. For those ready to build an internal citadel that nothing can breach, subscribe to the channel. I choose the cold path, do you? Leave a comment below. I am unshakable. Stay still, stay wise, stay sovereign. I'll see you in the next video.